Rowe. Festerson. Goodwin.
Pledge of Allegiance remain standing for opening remarks by Councilmember Brinker Harding.
Please be seated. Yesterday, I was asked to be part of a press conference at the Jewish Community Center to address the heinous activities that occurred in Australia on Sunday. So I'm going to read the same words I had yesterday. Hanukkah is symbolic of the Jewish struggle to resist submission to tyranny and to sustain its spiritual heritage. No people have fought longer, struggled harder, or sacrificed more to survive, to grow, and to live in freedom than the people of Israel. We appeal to the people everywhere to open their hearts and raise their voices in support of our brothers and sisters. Together, let us pray that the warm lights of Hanukkah will spread the spirit of freedom and reach comfort and sustain every person who is suffering tonight. I wish I actually came up with those words, but those words were actually spoken by President Ronald Reagan 42 years ago. Eerie in a macabre way, how, unfortunately, those words seem to be timeless and appropriate today and in today's world. Sunday, on the first night of Hanukkah, we were reminded of the hate and anti-Semitism that Jews are still subjected to throughout the world. On what was to be a day and night of celebration and joy at Bondi Beach's Hanukkah by the Sea, a tragic and horrific scene exploded as two gunmen indiscriminately hunted down innocent and defenseless Jews, including a 10-year-old girl and a Holocaust survivor. At least 15 people were senselessly killed, dozens wounded, and countless traumatized. The victims will never be able to light a candle for any night of this or any future Hanukkah, for their light has been extinguished. Let us pray for their memories. Let us pray for their souls. Let us pray for our friends and families of the Jewish faith. Let us remember that the menorah's light is a symbol of hope and faith, and that it can lead us out of darkness. And let those who hate understand that hate has no place in Australia. It has no place in the United Kingdom. It has no place in France. And it has no place in the United States of America. Hate has no place anywhere.
An affidavit of publication is on file, and a current copy of the Open Meeting Act is posted in a white binder on the east wall of legislative chambers.
Good afternoon. Welcome to this meeting of the Omaha City Council. As a courtesy to those in attendance and to facilitate the conduct of our business, we ask that you silence or turn off all electronic devices. A reminder that you will have 3 minutes to speak on an agenda item. Please stay on topic. If you would like your comments entered into the public record, you can email the city clerk's office at cityclerk@cityofomaha.org. Council members receive these emails and we read them. Finally, I would ask council members that they may ask members of the audience back up for clarifying questions, but not extra time to speak. I would also remind council members to speak clearly into their microphones so audience members in attendance can hear, and those people at home can as well. And also, if people are coming down to speak on an item, make sure the microphones are in front of you so everybody can hear you as well. Thanks.
Item 6, to consider a Class CK liquor license for Polly's located at 6750 Mercy Road, Suite 101.
Oh, sorry. We have a proclamation by Councilmember Pete Festerson. The floor is yours.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'm pleased to recognize a friend of mine today, Scott Hazelrig. He's a longtime friend and a District 66 former board member. He was the founding executive director of North Star Foundation, and he's stepping down from that role here at the end of the year. So I felt today was a proper day to recognize Mr. Scott with a proclamation signed by all 5 council members that I want to read here. And then I'll offer just a couple of personal reflections. So Scott, if you want to come down to the podium. The proclamation reads like this. Whereas Scott Timothy Hazelrig is a 5th-generation Nebraskan, graduating with a Juris Doctorate from the University of Nebraska College of Law in 1995, and a Bachelor of Science in Political Science from TCU in 1991. And whereas Scott possesses exceptional educational leadership, having been elected to the District 66 Westside Community Schools Board of Education in 1998, and then re-elected in 2004 and 2010, and serving in all leadership positions during his tenure. And whereas Scott founded the North Star Foundation in 2007 with the mission to impact young men through academic, adventure, and athletics, helping to increase graduation rates and ensure access and opportunities to post-secondary education or to enter the workforce. And whereas Scott embodies what it means to be a champion of education, investing countless days, nights, and weekends to supporting North Star students whenever they needed him, and is committed to upholding the core values of the organization through his daily actions. And whereas Scott envisioned and created the North Star Foundation to provide those structures of support critical to young men before they experience disengagement from school, guiding them through critical transitions of middle school and high school to achieve academic success. And whereas the North Star campus opened in 2014 and served approximately 100 boys and young men daily in grades 5 through 8, and the campus has expanded to create exceptional academic and athletic programs, transforming the lives of each of the 850 students enrolled in the program annually. And whereas after 18 years of service to the North Omaha community, bringing his dynamic and visionary leadership to the North Star Foundation, Scott will pass the reins of leadership at North Star at the end of 2025 and will remain a constant supporter, continuing to champion the youth served by his organization through his belief that when North Star boys win, Omaha wins. Now, therefore, be it resolved, the City Council of the City of Omaha recognizes December 16th, 2025 as Mr. Scott Day in the City of Omaha. Congratulations. And I'll just add, before giving you a chance for rebuttal, that I appreciated our friendship and our commitment to public service and to the future of our city over the last 25 years. I've appreciated your work at North Star. This was not a job for you. It was a calling. You've personally had a positive impact on so many young people's lives, and that's truly extraordinary. There's nothing more worthwhile than that. And perhaps the highest compliment I can give you is that I know your dad would be very proud of you. Thanks for all your work.
Thank you, Councilman Pete. Thank you, council members. I just want to say thank you for your service. This is not an easy time to be an elected official, and quality, thoughtful, caring, compassionate public servants are needed. So thank you for that. I will just say that in my phone, there's a picture of Councilman Festerson on the very first week we opened reading to students. And about a year ago, I forgot that we were supposed to visit with someone who was an elected official, and I texted Pete and I said, hey, any chance you're going to be in Memorial Park on Saturday around 12? I'll buy you a sandwich. And he said, well, yes, I can be. Tell me more. I said, well, actually, I need you to speak to 14 young men who are going to be great leaders for our city in the future. And Pete showed up without hesitation. I thank you for all that each of you do to make our city great and giving of your time, both during the daytime hours and those off-hour things that you are required to and expected to do or just choose to do. Thank you for your leadership. Thank you all. Appreciate it.
You bet.
Item 6, to consider a Class CK liquor license for Polly's located at 6750 Mercy Road, Suite 101.
Pete, you weren't in my notes, but you were in my mind, so thanks for reminding me of that. So the public hearing is now open on item number 6. Is the applicant here today? Come on down. If we can get your name and address for the record, please.
Hello, yep. Sean Krogan. My address is 1432 North 127th Circle, Omaha, Nebraska 68154.
Thank you. Are there any proponents here on item number 6? Seeing none, are there any proponents? Opponents? Any opponents? Public hearing is closed. Yes, this one's in my district. Is anything changing with good old Paulie's? You still going to have Cubs stuff up?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not a Cubs fan myself, but don't tell anybody else that. We're just putting love back into Polly's, so some of the things that you came to expect will be there with some slight changes.
Well, I wish you luck. I can't make a motion because this is in my district, but I'll be supportive. And my brothers are Cubs fans. I'm a Royals fan, so I'm with you there. So I wish you best of luck.
Thank you.
Got a motion and a second. Roll call.
Harding.
Yes.
Hug. Melton. Rowe. Festerson. Goodwin. Mr. President.
Aye.
Motion passed 7-0. Item 7, to consider a Class
Thank
C.
you very much.
Item 7, to consider a Class C liquor license for Astoria located at 5008-5012 South 108th Street.
I'll open the public hearing on item number 7. I believe the applicant is by Zoom.
They are not.
Not here.
Oh, he's here.
Oh, in person, even better. Come on down. Okay. Good afternoon. Your name and address for the record, please.
Ramakrishna Kilaru. My address is 11330 South 176th Street, Bennett, Nebraska 68317.
Thank you. Are there any proponents here on item number 7? Seeing none, are there any opponents? Public hearing is closed. Got a motion and a second. Roll call.
Harding.
Yes.
Hug. Melton. Rowe. Festerson. Goodwin. Mr. President.
Aye.
Motion passed 7-0. Item 8, to consider a Class C liquor license for the Scene Event Space located at 745 North 14th Street.
Public hearing is open on item number 8. Applicant, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Your name and address for the record, please.
Lauren Dengel, address 3704 119th Street, 68114, or 68144, Omaha, Nebraska.
Thank you. Are there any proponents here on item number 8? Seeing none, are there any opponents? Public hearing is closed.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. Roll call.
Harding.
Yes.
Hug. Melton. Rowe. Festerson. Goodwin. Mr. President.
Aye.
Motion passed 7-0. Item 9, to consider a Class I liquor license for Legacy Collective located at 10730 Pacific Street, Suite 210.
Public hearing is now open on item number 9. Applicant, good afternoon.
Name is Lance Shilcutt. Address is 11429 County Road P30, Blair, Nebraska.
Thank you. Are there any proponents here on item number 9? Seeing none, are there any opponents? I couldn't see her. I'm sorry. Was there a proponent? Did you want to come down?
Oh, she's my attorney. She can.
Oh, you were hiding back there. I'm sorry, I couldn't see you. Did you want to come and speak on the record? Okay. Got a motion and a second. Roll call.
Harding.
Yes.
Hug. Melton. Rowe. Festerson. Goodwin. Mr. President.
Aye.
Motion passed 7-0.
Thank you.
Item 10, to consider a Class I liquor license for Yamato Sushi Train and Grill located at 7429 Pacific Street, Suite 1.
Public hearing is now open on item number 10. Is the applicant here? Good afternoon. Your name and address for the record, please.
My name is Bingyu, Bingyu. Last name is Zhang. My restaurant located at 7429 Pacific Street in Omaha, Nebraska. The zip code is 68114.
Thank you. Are there any proponents here on item number 10? Seeing none, are there any opponents? Public hearing is closed. Just a couple questions for you. You're in my district. 7429 Pacific. No, I didn't. That is my district. What are your hours going to be?
My hours depends the day. From Monday to Thursday, we start from 11 o'clock. We close by 9. And
Okay.
then Friday, Saturday, we start around 11. We close around 9:45. It is depends what's my last customer leave. Usually the latest cannot be past 10.
Okay,
Yeah,
thank you.
of course, my pleasure.
No lights, we have a motion. Motion is second. Roll call.
Harding.
Yes.
Hug. Melton. Rowe. Festerson. Goodwin. Mr. President.
Yes.
Motion passed 7-0.
Thank you so much. We'll see you guys right there. I will
Good
be
luck.
take care of you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Item 11, to consider a Class D liquor license for Chilongo Liquor Store located at 1617 Vinton Street.
Public hearing is now open on item number 11. Applicant, good afternoon.
My name is José Luis González Amador. My address is 1617 Vinton Street, Omaha, Nebraska. Zip code 68107.
Thank you. We might have some questions for you, so you can sit, and we'll probably call you back up if we do. Are there any proponents on item number 11? Seeing none, are there any opponents? Public hearing is closed. Councilmember Hug, you're recognized.
Good afternoon, sir. How are you?
Hi.
I'm probably have more questions about your liquor application than I have for any other one that's come before me. So I apologize. I've only been on the council just over 2 years. I don't have the depth of knowledge that my peers have on liquor permits. So the first question is on this, I have a copy of your application. And on it, there's 3 different names. So who's going to own it and who's going to run it?
A little English, maybe interpreter for the question.
Madam Chair, do we have an interpreter handy?
I can try and get one. We didn't have one requested, so it might take me a minute.
Are you comfortable moving forward in English, or do we need to bring an interpreter?
Interpreter.
Interpreter,
Please.
okay. Mr. President, would you please allow this to be moved to further in the agenda, such a time we can get an interpreter?
Without any objection, I'll move to the next item. We can come back to this. Council, good with that? We'll move, so if you want to sit down, we'll go to
Okay.
the next item, then we'll bring you back up
Okay.
when we have a translator.
Okay.
Thanks for your patience.
Okay, so we'll move on to item 12. To consider a Class C liquor license for Dreamland Lounge located at 3927 Ames Avenue. A's Communication in opposition.
The public hearing is now open on item number 12. Is the applicant here? Good afternoon.
David Steyer, attorney for applicant. Unfortunately, the owner had an emergency and could not make it. My address is 8111 South 107th Street, La Vista, representing the company, which is 17125 Bedford Avenue, Omaha.
Okay, are there any proponents here today? Item number 12. Proponent, please come up. Please, yeah, come up and give your name and address for the record. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. James Overton, 3929 Ames Avenue, Omaha, Nebraska, 68111.
Thank you, and you're here as a proponent?
Absolutely.
Thank you. Did you want to speak at all? Please,
Short.
the floor is yours.
I'm here to speak to actually be a proponent in regards to Dreamland Lounge. We actually were pre-approved once before for Southern Spoon, Marie's at Southern Spoon at that location. We just never activated the license. Basically, we're not a bar, we're just a restaurant with a bar, and I actually went ahead and brought them in as an actual subleasee to actually go ahead and run the facility. We're in the process of actually revamping everything there, and that's why we decided to go ahead and actually bring in a tenant and actually go ahead and do something different with that spot and that location. So that we wanted to just make sure that we still were able to provide the actual level of entertainment and things that we decided to do for the actual corner there on 40th and Ames. So to actually have some options in North Omaha and to help actually fuel an entertainment district since there's a lack thereof. So it's not a bar, it's actually a restaurant with a bar. That's it.
Thank you.
Yep.
Are there any other proponents on item number 12 that wish to speak? Seeing none, are there any opponents? Public hearing is closed. Councilmember Goodwin, you're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. President. So good afternoon, sir. How are you doing?
I'm doing excellent, thank you.
Great. Just looking at this application, I do have a few questions and actually a few recommendations as well. So first of all, with the hours of operation, can you tell me a little more about that?
I believe they were looking for some flexibility. As the James noted, one of the things they're trying to do is kind of allow some flexibility with the entertainment. I mean, even the name Dreamland obviously is deep ties with Omaha and the jazz movement. I believe that was intending to do some flexibility. When it comes to actual alcohol sales, I believe they intend to operate under the hours of kind of more a normal bar hours as opposed to the early during the day. I believe that's the intent.
So the application here says that the anticipated hours are Monday through Sunday, 11 a.m. to 2 a.m.
Yes, ma'am.
So that's actually pretty broad and not typical. Would you be willing to amend these hours to something that looked like regular hours on a weekday and maybe some extended hours on the weekend, Monday through Thursday, potentially 11 p.m. with the weekend with the flexibility for longer?
Sure. I would have to double check, and I can do that immediately, but I'm 95% sure that they'd be okay with that. I do apologize for the owner not being available. It was a true emergency.
No, I completely understand, and yet you're here for his representation, and so that's fine. So they talk about entertainment. Can you expand a little more on what that would look like?
Frankly, in the beginning, I believe it would be pre-played music, speaker music, those sorts of things. I think there's an intent to move down the road into live music, thus kind of the Dreamland. I know that they're planning on leaning into the jazz roots of the North Omaha area. Sorry, that was what honestly got me excited about the project. First time I toured Love's on 24th Street, I thought that was like the coolest place. I had no idea any of that existed. Like, I was like, Louis Armstrong's been to Omaha? What the heck? Sorry, total aside. But yeah, that's the final intent. And I believe that the desire really is, I mean, you have a smashing restaurant next door. You have another bar across the street that has been renovated and cleaned up. During the day, it's an area that has a lot of barbershops, things like that. I think one of the long-term intents is to provide kind of a safe entertainment district in North Omaha as opposed to scattered bars that are kind of throughout. I think that's kind of something that they're hoping to do, is generate kind of a safe parking, well-lit, secure area that follows all the relevant laws and kind of allows essentially just a district where people can go to socialize and just, enjoy a beverage or two. But predominantly, yes, that is the intent, and I believe that they will. Once we get everything finalized, we will be applying most likely for a live music permit. It's just we're not at that point yet.
Okay, and so you mentioned secure. Can you talk about what security the entity plans to?
So aside from the standard, ID everyone who comes into the bar, there is a parking lot that is off-street right next door that I believe we have access to. And then the entrance into the bar itself is just the one door. There is a door that goes between the bar and restaurant, but currently there are no plans to actually have patrons go back and forth at that point. So the entrance and egress would be through the bar-facing door. There is no back door other than those required by fire codes.
Right, and so I might have missed you there when you talked about security. What type of security will there be?
Standard, they will have people attaching at the bar. I believe there are some plans, but there have not been finalized for potentially lot security, but I'm not certain on that.
Okay, so question about the hours. Still, would you be willing to have off-duty police officers there? Can you discuss that with the owner?
If that's the council's recommendation, I'm certain that can be brought
where
up.
I'm going with this is this.
Yes, ma'am.
There is some differencing of opinion about the concentration of entities that sell alcohol in this area. And so, whereas I want to be able to support this new establishment, but there still should be some guidelines around it to ensure that it can be successful. And so we've got hours that I would like to see amended, as well as even looking at the type of class. This is a Class C license, and potentially a Class I would be of a better recommendation.
Okay. Yeah, I can't say they don't plan on serving anything off-site. Like there's not going to be any packaged liquor.
I got you. I understand. I understand. So, excuse me?
If you want a Class I, you would have to amend it to a Class I.
So it'd have to be reissued?
You would need to amend it to a Class I, correct?
Okay.
If the applicant is agreeable.
Is there time on this? There's not.
It's not time. I don't think there's time. One moment, please. I'd like to call Ryan up, please, our legal counsel. I think he could help us. So, please, Ryan.
Ryan Wiesen, Deputy City Attorney. It would be my thought that the attorney for the license would have the power as the attorney to make those representations to the council and amend it. If I were the attorney, I don't know that I would take that step without consulting with my client first, so I don't know that that would be advisable from a professional responsibility standpoint, but I do think the attorney has the legal ability to make that representation to the council here today if the attorney so chose to do that.
Right. So I think what I'm getting at here really is we have a letter of opposition here.
Yes, ma'am.
That I do need to look at, but then also with the questions I asked earlier about the hours of operation that do seem extended, especially for weekdays, 2 a.m., as well as challenges around security. It sounds like there may be an issue of amending the license today, but I'd like to have on record that you'd reconsider your hours during the week.
I can definitely get permission to do that within about 15 minutes. If we could, I hate to waste your time, I apologize, but if we could move me down the agenda, I can literally step out and get permission to do that.
Yes.
If
Yes,
Councilmember
please.
Goodwin, if I can, if you're okay with it, I can move this to the very last item for the day to give you, Counselor, time to call your client, and then I can bring that back up the very last item of the day.
I'd be amenable to that. So your concern is predominantly the hours, and then was there anything else that you would concerned about immediately?
I mean, actually the type of class, because if we're going to have hours extended even on the weekends, having it a Class I makes more sense to me would be my recommendation. But the hours, definitely.
You know, I don't know off the top of my head if that requires a new NLCC application. Do you happen to? I don't think it does. Okay.
Can we have Ryan step here to speak to that, please, just to have it on the record? Thank you.
Ryan Weeson, Deputy City Attorney. Historically, the Commission has permitted an application to be amended at the local governing body level. The applicant needs to make that representation on the record indicating that they would like to amend their application from a Class C to a Class I. The council would then make a motion to amend the application, vote on it, and then would vote to have a second vote whether or not to approve a recommendation or recommend denial.
So we could take that step if we move to the agenda to the back, and then we can discuss it at the time that it appears back on the agenda.
That would be something that the council could consider today, yes.
Yes, so do I need to make a motion regarding that?
Eliza, do we need to make a motion to move it?
Yep.
Without
gotcha.
objection, we'll just move it to
Yep.
the end. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
11. Item 11, sir, if you want to come up. And Christian, thank you. And Councilman Hug, I believe the floor was yours.
My name is José Luis González Amador. My address is 67 Vinton Street, Omaha, Nebraska, zip code 68107.
And Mr. Espinoza, please, for the record.
Yeah.
Christian Espinosa, Human Rights and Relations Department.
Thank you. Councilman Hug, the floor is yours.
I have some questions.
Yes.
So, on the application, it lists 3 different names. So I just want to be clear, who is going to own it and who is going to operate it?
¿Quién es el dueño y quién los va a operar?
Yo soy el dueño.
He is the owner.
Yeah. Y yo lo voy a operar.
And he's going to be operating the business.
Okay, then what is the involvement of the other 2 individuals? Just so I'm clear.
¿Cuál es la relación de los otros señores que están ahí? De las otras 2 personas.
Es una plaza.
Ajá.
Y adentro hay locales.
I think it is like a plaza complex, and inside there are different units. Pero ¿cuál es el...? Hay otras 2 personas que están involucradas en esto, ¿no?
¿Cuáles son los nombres? No.
Okay.
No entiendo la pregunta, pues nomás estoy yo como dueño.
Okay, I'm going to tell you the other 2 names that are on the application, and you can explain to us what their involvement is and what duties or responsibilities they may or may not have.
¿Cuáles son los nombres que hay en otra aplicación, los otros 2 nombres? ¿Cuáles son?
Francisco y Ramón.
Okay, ¿ellos cuál es el de...?
Trabajan conmigo.
Okay, pero ellos tienen algún...
No, ellos trabajan para mí.
Okay. They are his employees.
Gonzalo Munoz
es mi contador.
He's the accountant.
Accountant. And Estefina Hernandez
trabaja para mí.
She's an employee.
Okay, they're both employees.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry? You're Jose?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. You're saying it was his employee. Okay. Are you familiar with the liquor laws and ordinances in the city of Omaha and the state of Nebraska?
¿Usted está familiarizado con las ordenanzas y con las leyes en Nebraska?
Yes.
Okay. Just so I can test you, do you know what time you have to stop selling takeout liquor?
Solo para ponerle un test, ¿usted sabe que ahora tienen que cerrar para vender este licor?
En la aplicación que metimos 24 hours. Sí, 24 horas.
Pero usted sabe que ahora se tiene que cerrar.
Sí, a las 9.
Okay. He said the application was for 24 hours, but he knows that they have to close at 9.
Okay, so your intent is not to be open 24 hours.
Su intención no es hablar las 24 horas.
Okay, because the application says in 2 different places you're going to be open 24 hours.
La aplicación dice que va a estar abierto por 24 horas.
Solamente holidays o sometimes, pero no siempre.
Just on holidays and in various occasions, but not always.
Okay. So your intent is to be open 24 hours on the holidays?
Sometimes.
Okay. Even though you're a liquor store and you have to stop selling at a certain time?
Aunque usted sabe que tiene que cerrar a las 9 de la noche.
No, si el reglamento.
Sí tiene que, o sea, hay dos cosas. Una es abrir y la otra es vender el alcohol a las 9 de la noche. Entonces, lo que él está preguntando es de que si usted va a estar abierto las 24 horas, aún sabiendo que tiene que dejar de vender alcohol a las 9 de la noche.
No, cierro.
Pero entonces, Pero, ¿el establecimiento va a estar abierto las 24 horas a veces? ¿O
No.
Usted va a cerrar a las 9.
Las 9.
Todos los días.
Christian, could you tell us what's going on?
Yeah, I'm just explaining the difference of two things, because the application said that he opened in 24 hours, but the law says that he has to stop selling alcohol at 9 p.m. So I'm asking, if he understands the two sides, that his application for 24 hours and the law that says that he has to close at 9 p.m. And he said that he's going to be closing at 9 p.m., which is kind of difficult for me even to understand what he's trying to say. Yeah, so I don't know. I think it's a confusion bigger than just language here.
Yeah, well, again, on two separate pages of the application, it says that their intent is to be open 24 hours. And that's what I'm trying to get to the root of. I mean, if his intent is to close at 9 p.m.
Yeah. Keep going. Yeah. So I get it.
I'll let Christian condense it. So what I'm trying to get at is if his intent is not to be open 24 hours and he intends to close 9 o'clock, then I'd like to see an amendment to his application reflecting that he's going to close at 9 o'clock.
Okay. Lo que él quiere saber es de que si la aplicación es por 24 horas y usted dice que va a cerrar a las 9 de la noche, él quiere hacer una enmienda para que diga que usted va a cerrar a las 9 de la noche.
Ya. Lo que pasa que en holidays, fines de semana y días festivos, como el 4 de julio y todo eso, nada más, digamos, tener un poco más de tiempo, pero si la ley dice que tenemos que cerrar a las 9 o que no, yo respeto.
No puede vender alcohol a las 9.
Please, Councilmember Melton.
Order.
Yeah.
When this is going on the record, and this is something that may need to go to the Liquor Commission. In a court of law, when you have an interpreter, the interpreter needs to actually interpret every word that is said by the person speaking English to the other person, and then the interpreter needs to just use the language. We can't have the interpreter summarize it because this actually is creating a record. So I would ask, and I think Christian knows what I'm talking about. We need to have him just interpret so that the record is correct.
Translate the exact verbiage that he's saying. Is that Councilmember Melton?
Yeah, I believe so. For the record, that's what's necessary.
Thank you, Councilmember Melton.
Okay. I just want to translate what he said is that he wants to open sometimes on the weekends and on some holidays after 9 p.m. But he understands that liquor license cannot be sold after 9 p.m.
If I can, the Liquor Control Act, the sales are prohibited from 1 a.m. to 6 a.m. is when you cannot sell alcohol.
Se prohíbe la venta de la 1 de la mañana a 6 de la mañana. Es lo que dice la ley.
Councilmember Hug.
Back to my original question.
Could you repeat the question again?
Is his intent to have limited hours posted that are less than 24 hours a day?
¿Es su intención tener horas limitadas a pesar de que está aplicando por la de las 24 horas?
Sí.
Yes.
Okay. My other concern is concern, I believe, shared by all my peers on this council.
Está con los miembros del consejo.
Is the sale of single liquor items.
De vender unidades, o sea,
por una.
Sí, sí, por una, nada más que vendan por una. Que esa es una de las preocupaciones que ellos tienen.
O sea, ¿cuál es la preocupación? ¿Es que venda yo de una?
Is your concern to sell singles?
Es only por tu go.
It's just only to go.
Yeah, because I'm concerned about the small liquor bottles. They typically are called shooters, and the single beer cans.
Está preocupado de que van a vender las pequeñas botellitas de alcohol y las cervezas también, la botella de cerveza. Esa es su preocupación.
Sí. Pues es que en todos los licores venden las pequeñas.
He said that all liquor stores sell the singles too.
I'm sorry?
All the liquor stores sell singles too.
He's saying he wants to sell singles?
O sea, quiere vender las unidades así.
Si se me lo permiten, sí.
If you are allowed, yes.
Okay, well, it'd be my preference that he voluntarily restrict his sales to exclude the single shooters of alcohol, of liquor, and single beer cans. I would prefer that he do that voluntarily, amend his application. And Madam Clerk will have to walk us through how to do that. That would be one.
Let me go step by step
Okay.
here. Sería la preferencia de él que usted voluntariamente restringiera la venta de esas botellas de alcohol y que esté haciendo una enmienda a su aplicación para que usted voluntariamente decida no vender las botellas únicas, las botellas pequeñas.
Okay. Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, Madam Clerk, how would we do that? I'm sorry, Christian, he voluntarily agreed to amend it to restrict single sale beer and
Piensa que se puede enmendar
shooters.
esto para venderlas.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. Madam Clerk, what would be the best way to do that?
So it'll be an amendment, and the amendment is no sales of single containers less than 32 ounces of beer and 375 milliliters of liquor.
375 or?
Can you repeat that, please?
Sure. Sorry. No sales of single containers
No ventas de botellas únicas,
less than 32 ounces of
de
beer
menos de 32 onzas
and 375 milliliters of liquor.
y 375 mililitros de alcohol. Okay? Esa es la enmienda.
Okay. Yeah.
I think he would need to affirm that to Madam Clerk.
You did.
Tiene que
Okay.
responder a ella.
That was sufficient for you?
Yes.
Okay. The other thing, coming back this 24 hours, like I said, it's in the application twice. Madam Chair, how can we amend that to reflect that his operation will not be 24 hours?
Typically, we just have them stated on the record what their new hours are.
Okay. So Christian, could he state for the record exactly what his hours are going to be? 24 hours will not fly for me.
Tiene que poner para el récord de este programa, tiene que decir cuáles son las horas de operación que va a tener. Él dice que las 24 horas no le funcionan para él.
Okay.
¿Cuáles son las horas de operación?
De 9 de la mañana. 9 de la mañana a 12 de la noche.
¿A medianoche?
Ajá.
9 in the morning to midnight.
All the time.
Todos los días.
Todos los días. Yes.
Okay, Madam Clerk, is that sufficient for hours? Okay. As a personal observation,
Como una observación personal.
Vinton Street is a very highly trafficked street.
Ministerio es una calle que tiene mucho tráfico.
Vinton Street business area is in a renaissance. It's revitalizing. That's important to me.
Esa calle ha sido vandalizada y ha sido problemática.
The success of his business is important to me.
El éxito de su negocio es importante para él.
but I don't want to see the success of his business be a detriment to the neighboring businesses or the residents.
Pero no quiere ver que el éxito de su negocio sea en detrimento para los vecinos o para los otros negocios que están en esa calle.
Just a couple of weeks ago, I was sitting at Louis M's and I witnessed a car accident literally right in front of this location.
Hace 2 semanas estaba en el restaurante Louis S. y él vio un accidente que pasó enfrente de esa locación.
Yeah, that was like 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Era la 1 de la tarde.
So I hope you understand that there are some issues in that district. Traffic and parking are huge.
Hay ciertos problemas en ese distrito, el tráfico y el parqueadero.
And I'm sure the rest of the business owners on Vinton Street will welcome you as a positive contributing partner to their neighborhood. So I will make a motion that it's amended to reflect the hours as stated and to restrict the sales of single ounce products 32 ounces or less and 375 milliliters.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. Councilmember Melton, did you want to speak?
Yes, I just have a couple questions.
La señora tiene 2 preguntas.
I see on the application in number 14,
Vean la aplicación en número 14.
it asks, do you have prior experience or training in selling, serving, or managing alcohol sales?
Que si tiene una experiencia en vendiendo, manejando ventas de alcohol.
No, es first time.
It's the first time.
And I saw that, yeah, that the answer was no. My concern would be
Su preocupación
is that you may not understand all of the liquor laws
que usted no conoce todas las leyes del alcohol
and how important it is that you monitor your employees
y qué importante es que usted monitoree a sus empleados
and train your employees
y los entrene
in making sure you're not serving alcohol to minors
y que no esté vendiendo alcohol para menores
or inebriated persons that are coming in already.
Eso sí lo sé.
o personas que vengan ya alcoholizadas.
No, eso vale por tubo.
And have you taken the training?
Let me.
Sorry.
Yeah, he said that he knows that.
Okay.
Y ella le preguntó si ha tomado el entrenamiento que dan.
No.
Okay, when will you be taking the alcohol training that is
¿Cuándo va a
required?
tener el entrenamiento de alcohol?
Todavía no sé. No lo he tramitado. No sé dónde.
He hasn't looked into that. He doesn't know what it is.
Okay, so this is probably my problem is you may be getting into a business that you don't have the knowledge or experience to get into.
Que usted se está yendo a un tipo de negocio que a lo mejor usted no tiene la experiencia de hacerlo.
Do you have somebody that could help you, such as, I mean, there's many attorneys out there, which I know costs.
Usted tiene alguien que lo ayude, a muchos abogados que están ahí que muchas veces no cobran.
Ok, ya, tengo abogado.
He has a lawyer.
Okay. So I guess, because my fear is that you're going into this business without the knowledge that you need.
Su miedo es de que usted vaya a este negocio sin saber cuáles son los requerimientos que hay.
No, de antemano, primero me asesoro y pregunto qué se puede y qué no se puede.
Okay.
No voy a ciegas. Porque...
First, he asks what he can do and what he cannot do. He doesn't want to take risks.
Well, I would say that since you didn't have the experience, I would have expected you to have done that before you came before the council today.
Could you repeat that?
Okay. I would have expected you to have done that before you came before the council today.
Ella lo que espera que usted haya hecho eso antes de haber venido aquí enfrente del cónsul.
No es que nadie me dijo.
Nobody told me.
Well, there's a lot of things that you need to be told that, that you haven't been told.
Hay varias cosas que le hubieran dicho que no le han dicho.
And the lack of knowledge is not an excuse.
Y la falta de conocimiento no es una excusa.
For either breaking the law or breaking the liquor license
De
rules.
la ley o la licencia de
Sí, yo
alcohol.
The language barrier is not an excuse under the law either.
La barrera de lengua no es una excusa dentro de la ley.
Madam Clerk, and I'm sure there's somebody in this room that knows, is there an option for the training in Spanish? Does anybody know that?
I believe so.
Está preguntando que si hay una opción para que tener el entrenamiento de alcohol en español y dijeron que sí.
Okay.
And are you aware that all of your employees have to complete the training as well?
¿Usted sabe que todos sus empleados tienen que tomar el entrenamiento?
Sí, y yo también.
Yes, and me too.
And what kind are you using a scanning device to check somebody's ID to make sure they're old enough?
¿Qué tipo de programa está usando para revisar que las personas que compran el cajón son adultas?
ID.
¿Pero qué tipo de mecanismo para escanearlo?
¿Qué tipo de mecanismo? Todavía no lo tengo tampoco.
I don't have it yet.
Will you obtain a scanning device prior to your opening that will scan someone's ID to make sure that that ID is a good ID?
¿Usted va a contratar un programa de escaneo para que saber que la identificación es real?
Yo quiero tener la licencia primero para comprometerme a comprar, hacer gastos de escanes, de todo.
I want to get the license first to make sure that I'm going to make the necessary purchases for that.
Okay, because fake IDs are very easy to come by, but it's your responsibility to make sure you're not serving to a minor with a fake ID.
Las identificaciones falsas son fáciles de obtener, pero es su responsabilidad de detectar que los menores de edad no están comprando alcohol con una identificación falsa.
Si obtengo la licencia, compraré ese equipo para asegurarme.
If I get the license, I will buy the equipment to make sure that make sure about that.
Yeah, at this point, I don't think I would just rely on your employees when there's devices out there that can help make sure that you're not selling alcohol illegally.
En este momento no me confiaría de mis empleados que tengan la facultad para hacer ese tipo de escaneo cuando hay equipos afuera que lo pueden hacer.
Ok, entonces, ¿cuál es su recomendación? Porque yo pienso abrir hasta mayo del siguiente año.
So what is your recommendation? I'm thinking to open for next May.
Okay. Yeah, I would
Can you
definitely
repeat, I'm sorry, repeat that, please.
Well, he said that what will be the recommendation? He's expecting to open the business in May.
Okay, my recommendation would be to take the class,
La recomendación sería que tú tomes la clase,
make sure you have some kind of electronic device that scans IDs at the point of sale.
que tenga un método electrónico para poder escanear las identificaciones.
And also make sure that if there are any issues in your store, such as fights or anything else,
Asegurarse que no haya peleas o cosas así dentro de su establecimiento.
that you're calling 911.
Porque usted va a llamar al 911.
And if you're having issues with people in your store, you can proactively call the Omaha Police Department.
Si usted tiene problemas con personas dentro de su establecimiento, usted puede hablar proactivamente a la policía.
They will give you additional recommendations for security.
Ellos le darán recomendaciones para seguridad.
And I would also suggest that on weekends, you consider hiring security to ensure the safety of your customers and employees.
Y le recomendará que para los fines de semana usted contrate seguridad para la seguridad de usted y para la seguridad de sus clientes.
I also want to make sure you know if you sell to a minor, that's a criminal offense, and you can be charged with a criminal offense of selling to a minor.
Y si usted le vende a un menor de edad, es un crimen por haberle vendido a un menor de edad.
And that's in addition to any fines or anything else that you would receive from the Liquor Commission in Lincoln.
Además de todas
Yes.
todo lo que recibirá del estado de licencia de licor.
Yeah, then that could include a suspension on the first offense, and eventually, if you have more than one, you could lose your liquor license.
Y la suspensión y le quitarían la licencia de licor.
I would also suggest that you maybe contact another bar owner
También le sugiere que contacte a otro dueño de un bar
who has a successful bar,
que tiene un bar exitoso,
Tengo amigos.
and ask them questions about things you should do and should know. Maybe get a mentor.
ya, y hágale preguntas de lo que usted debería de hacer o no hacer, tener un mentor.
Yeah. Tengo amigos que tienen.
I have friends who has that.
Because for me, you coming in front of us right now, I'm not real confident with the knowledge you have in owning a liquor store in that area. So I have a lot of concerns that Councilman Hug has.
Ella tiene un poquito de dudas de que usted viene aquí sin mucha experiencia acerca de las cuestiones del licor, igual de las otras preocupaciones que tienen los otros city councils.
Pues tengo ganas de trabajar y pues, mis negocios que he hecho he empezado sin conocer, sin saber.
I really want to work, and all my other businesses I started without knowledge.
But they didn't involve selling alcohol.
No involucraron vender alcohol.
Yes.
If there does become problems,
Si
myself,
problemas, ella,
Councilwoman Goodwin, and President Begley sit on the law committee.
ella la consejera Melton, la consejera Goodwin y el presidente Begley pertenecen al comité de leyes.
Okay.
And we call in owners of liquor establishments in front of our committee if there are problems with their businesses.
Ellos hablan a los dueños de los establecimientos que y testigos para ver qué problemas hay.
Okay.
And I hope that you're not one that gets called in front of the law committee in the future and that you run a good business, because I want you to be successful.
Y ella espera que usted no sea llamado a eso porque ella espera que su negocio sea exitoso.
Thank you.
Okay, so I'm reluctantly supporting this in hopes that you're going to do everything you committed to today.
Ella está aprobando esto con muchas reservas, pero confía en que lo va a hacer.
No le voy a fallar.
I don't want to fail you.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you. Councilmember Harding, you're recognized.
Stay there, Christian, because I might have some questions for you, but I'm going to first ask the clerk. First of all, I'll say for the record, that we are a recommending body. We do not make the decision. The State Liquor Commission has the final say in that. I did note in the application, hold on, I'll be with you in a second. But Christian, I did note in Mr. Gonzalez Amador's application that it said he was hoping to open in February of 2026. I know that question was asked, and he said it was actually going to be later. Is that correct?
En la aplicación dijo que usted va a abrir en febrero, pero después de la conversación que tuvieron, de ser mayo.
Yeah. Mayo, para prepararme, tomar los cursos.
Okay. Yeah, May, so
In
they can
May.
take the classes.
Okay, well, that's where I was kind of going with that, and then I'll ask the clerk. Madam Clerk, would the Liquor Commission even grant the license if the classes haven't been taken?
And that's what I think we were just trying to look up. I know they're required. I don't know if they're required before the license is issued,
Okay.
though.
All right. Well, okay. That will be, I think that's then the determination of the Liquor Commission and not ours to decide here today. So my point was going to be there should be plenty of time to be able to take the classes prior to maybe the store being opened, but also at the same time when the Liquor Commission grants it. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Councilmember Hug, you're recognized.
Jose,
Yes.
I can tell you're an accomplished individual.
No puede ser que sea una persona competente.
Thank you. So I'd like to hear about your other businesses.
Quiero escuchar sobre sus otros negocios.
Tengo una compañía que se llama Orion Distribution.
Tengo una compañía. I have a company that its name is Orion Contribution
Distribuye productos mexicanos.
and distribute Mexican products.
Y tengo una compañía que se llama Imperio Inc.
And I have another company whose name is Imperial Inc.
Se dedica a las propiedades.
and it's a real estate company.
I'm trying, what's the name of that real estate company?
So what?
What's the name of the real estate company?
¿Cuál es el nombre de la compañía de propiedades?
Imperio Inc.
Imperior Inc.
Okay. I want you to be successful.
Quiero que sea exitosa.
Again, I don't want that to be success to be at the cost of the other businesses or the revitalization of the Vinton Street business area.
No quiero que haya ningún problema ahí, no quiero que tenga ningún problema con la
Anything I can
rehabilitación del
do,
área.
any questions you
Cualquier
have,
cosa que él pueda hacer, cualquier preguntas que él tenga, que usted tenga.
Christian will be more than happy to give you my phone number.
Thank you.
And with that, I make a motion to approve with the amendment.
We had a motion and a second. We have a motion and a second already made. No further lights. Roll call.
Harding.
On the amendment.
On the amendment, correct.
Yes.
Harding.
Yes.
Hug.
Yes.
Melton. Rowe. Festerson. Goodwin. Mr. President.
Aye.
Motion passed 7-0.
Got a motion and a second. Roll call.
Harding.
Yes.
Hug. Melton. Rowe. Festerson. Goodwin. Mr. President.
Aye.
Motion passed 7-0.
Thank you so much.
Item 13, to consider a Class C liquor license for 879 Bar located at 415 South 13th Street.
That's all right. We'll skip to. I'll come back. The public hearing is now open on item number 13. Is the applicants here today?
Hi, I'm Makisha Shields, address 15130. Ooh, can you hear me?
There you go. No, push it a little closer.
There we
Great.
go.
There you go.
Makisha Shields, 15130 Bauman Avenue, Omaha, Nebraska, 68116.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We might have a few questions for you, so don't go
Sure.
too far. Are there any proponents here today on item number 13? Seeing none, are there any opponents? Public hearing is closed. I have a few questions, Ms. Shields. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
This is a establishment that the application's in my district, so appreciate your patience. I got a series of questions I'll ask you today.
Sure, no problem.
I guess the easiest one is, it used to be the 415, it's now 879 Bar. Is that a unique name, or where did you come up with that name?
It actually is stemming from my husband. We have a radio station called 87.9. So it's a stem off of 87.9, the radio station.
All right,
Mhm.
okay. We had prior issues with the former owner, so
Oh, I
the
know.
reason I'm asking you these questions is just because based on the issues we had with that establishment and the area in general. So this is just a little question answer for you and I to go through today. Have you had any experience managing or owning a bar with a liquor license?
A bar with a liquor license, no. I also own Parker's Coffee Shop off of 36 in Dodge, so I have experience with inventory, managing staff, as far as the liquor portion, no.
Okay. And what is the ownership structure of your business that you're applying for today?
I'm 100% owner.
You're the 100%, nobody, no partners?
No.
And that answers my question. KBOB Inc., they don't have any interest in the ownership or the management of 879?
Absolutely not.
Okay. For your business plan, are you going to have, and again, considering just the, nothing to do with you, but this is solely on the prior issues we had at that location and in the area, are you going to have any off-duty police, or what kind of security will you have? Are you going to have
Yeah,
any?
so right now we actually currently partner with a company called The One Security. It's operated by owner Tony Cannon. He actually does all of our security right now. He has off-duty police officers as well. I'm actually really good friends with 2 off-duty police officers as well.
So that you will be using off-duty police?
Yes, we can.
Okay. And rideshare companies, do you have any partnership agreements with rideshare companies?
No, we do not.
No partnerships?
No.
Okay. And Councilmember Melton mentioned earlier with one of our prior applicants, the Nebraska Liquor Commission offers courses for you and your staff. Have you or your staff taken any of those courses yet?
My staff has. I have not. We actually just got that information from Investigator Cody on Friday. So he is actually recommending that we don't necessarily have to take it since I've already been managing our coffee shop with inventory. But he's saying it's not a bad thing to take it. So I will be taking it myself.
Okay, so your staff has already taken them, and you are committing that you will take them?
Absolutely.
Okay. Is there going to be DJs present for your business here today?
Yes.
How often?
Thursday through Sunday.
And is there a stage for the DJs that they're going to be on?
Yes, there is.
There is a stage for them?
A small stage, but it's a,
Okay,
it's a
and
stage.
do you have a music venue permit for that?
Yes, so I actually applied for one. The response back is to wait until we get the liquor license and then to reapply.
Okay. And I'm in looking at your business model and your business plan, it mentioned celebrity guests. What does that mean?
So since we are a radio station, or we're connected to the radio station, we have access to all celebrities in the pop rock genre. So they would actually come into town. We actually hire them to come into town and either do a performance or just a presence.
And what is that every day of the week or weekends or once a month?
Depending on
or-
their availability or if we're doing special engagement.
I talked over you, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. Depending on their availability or if we're doing a special engagement.
Is part of the offerings to give free shots to people if they show up in the first sequence of people coming to your establishment?
Yeah, so the free shots are to everybody that's 21 and up. I know you had a question earlier in regards to IDs being checked. Those are checked by our security guards. The free shots are just kind of a welcome in. This is our new establishment, and to hope everyone has a great time.
A question for the clerk. Is that an issue with the Liquor Commission or Mr. Weeson? Are you charging a cover charge?
Depends on the evening.
When you're doing the free shots, is there a cover charge?
There is a cover charge.
Well,
Okay,
with the paid entry, it's acceptable.
okay. Okay, thank you again for your patience.
Yeah, no problem.
Drink packages, multi-drink packages, what does that entail?
A drink package in regards to a special, is that what you're implying?
Either a special or just sales in general that you'll have?
Periodically, right now, we're only offering like single individual purchases. As far as packages, we really don't offer those.
Okay. Have you spoken to, there's a downtown improvement district group, the president is Holly Barrett?
No, I
Have
have
you-
not.
Have you spoke to Holly?
No, I have not.
Okay, and also the Omaha Neighborhood Association president is Billy Colburn?
Yes, my husband has spoken with him, and we've spoken with the historical district as well in regards to our renovation plans.
Okay. I would encourage you to reach out to Holly. She's a real good leader in the Old Market for the Downtown Improvement District. And it's good to have that relationship with leaders as you're a new business starting down there.
I would love that.
In your business plan, one of the things mentioned, I'll just read the first couple sentences. At Bar 879, we will offer selective happy hour specials. However, with our unique approach of drink props, we'll give our customers a new unique experience with different delivery options of alcohol. What are drink props? I'm over 50, so what does that mean?
So my husband and I travel a lot. We travel a lot to Vegas, Miami, kind of like the bigger cities. We don't really have that feel here in Omaha, so that's what we're wanting to bring to the downtown area. So for instance, we have like little teddy bears. I'm not sure if you've seen the ones that Starbucks sells, but ours looks exactly like that. And those would be filled with your like drink specials for the day. So it just depends on the type of glass, or if you're doing like an alcohol bucket, like they do during College World Series. That's what we're meaning.
Okay. And I really appreciate your patience as I
No
get
problem.
a good understanding. In the last paragraph in that business plan, it says, in conclusion, 879 Bar, owned and operated by Makisha Shields, will offer patrons an exciting and joyful experience during daytime coffee bar operating hours and nighttime live DJ mix hours, plus on those weekend hours during the MAC games, what does that mean, the MAC?
Maverick games. My husband is a big Maverick fan. He is also a big Creighton fan.
Okay.
So he's speaking of the sports times.
So it's hockey, basketball,
Hockey,
football?
basketball, football, all the things I don't really like, but he does.
Okay, all right. We have a couple lights on. I'll probably come back with some more questions, but I appreciate your patience here today.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you. Councilmember Melton, you're recognized.
Oh, thank you. And, well, again, I appreciate new entrepreneurs and new business owners, and I want you to be successful. I've been on the law committee now for over 13 years.
Okay.
And have dealt with many, many problem bars in the city of Omaha. Out of the thousands of bars that we have, typically we've got about 3 to 5 real problems.
Yeah.
And I can tell you for 51, the prior bar was one of the bigger problems
Yes, I know.
in our city. Okay? And while I hope that does not follow you, sometimes the people that were creating the problems in the bar are going to they're going to be some of the same people that are going to come to your bar. And although you can have security, that didn't always necessarily make a difference, because what I've seen in prior problem bars, and I think Councilman Festerson goes way back with me on a number of bars that we've had, is there are certain certain DJs and certain specials that you have that tend to invite problems. So when you're doing free shots and discounted alcohol and all of that, people tend to get intoxicated quicker, and you have multiple people getting intoxicated quicker, it can turn into some problems.
Yeah, I think the negative connotation around free shots, it's a marketing strategy. So if you're already charging the cover to get in, they technically already paid for that shot.
Well, I'm going to tell you from the experience that I've had with multiple problem bars, and you having, it said in number 15, no prior experience having a bar. I'm trying to give you some warnings so that in 6 months from now, President Begley and Councilwoman Goodwin and I aren't having you sit in front of us dealing with the same problems that prior owners of this particular location, locations around it, and then other bars. And I'm not gonna name them, but if you want to call me and discuss it later, I'm more than happy
I'm sure I know which one.
to share with you those experiences. They didn't go well, and in fact, it cost the business owner.
Exactly.
So I want to see you be successful. I don't want to see you lose money.
Absolutely.
But sometimes what happens is, and we even have a current bar that started doing some of this, they've now stopped, but they were doing it because, well, that extra money that was being generated because the cover charges were being met and they were making a lot more money. But sometimes that also comes with a lot more problems and headaches.
Yes.
So I would caution you with the free shots, with maybe some of the different alcohol deliveries. When you said that, I was thinking like the upside down margaritas or something. I would definitely encourage you not to have unique ways of serving alcohol that gets people inebriated faster.
Gotcha.
It does not end well. Okay, for your customers, for the Omaha police that will have to respond, because that's part of the problem. Is it's not just our Omaha police, but our Omaha firefighters as well.
Yeah.
Because on our tavern reports now, we have it listed, did Omaha Fire have to respond as well? Because that's the number of resources that problem bars take, especially the ones in downtown Omaha. You're now taking police officers from North Omaha, South Omaha, and concentrating on one area.
Understandable.
And our Omaha Police Department cannot and should not be responsible for the security of individual bars.
Understandable.
Okay.
Nope, and safety is our top priority. Just like anybody else, I have children at home. I want to make it home to my children, no different than our patrons in our area. So that is duly noted, and definitely I'm very much friends with a ton of police officers and detectives in OPD, in addition to firefighters as well. One of the firefighters actually works for me part-time. So I have a slew of people around me to consult me.
Very encouraging. And let the Omaha Police Department and the precinct, They're your friends. In fact,
They are. We actually just had lunch
call
with
'em
one
in.
of them. They bought us Philly cheesesteaks from Pepper Jack's on the corner. So.
All right. I follow. They have a lot of recommendations, and they have experience too. So I would definitely call them in. And I just also want to let you know, a tavern report is not necessarily a bad thing if you were doing the right thing.
Understandable.
So if things are getting out of hand in your bar, make sure your employees are calling 911 to
Absolutely.
get ahead of it.
Okay.
Number one. And number two, make sure you're always cooperating with the Omaha Police Department. Believe me, we have had bars that literally have erased tapes. They've closed down. They've cleaned up blood
Oh my
from a
goodness.
crime scene. Their employees. I mean, these are things that we've actually seen.
Yes.
Okay. So when I say that, make sure you're cooperating. Make sure if anything happens in your bar, you're securing the scene and working with Omaha Police.
Awesome.
No matter how hard it is, that's going to be better off for you in the long run.
Oh, absolutely.
So I wish you the best. I'm a little hesitant here just because of the past, and then hearing about what your business plan is. I hope that you reconsider some of the things that you're doing, because I just don't think that they're going to be positives. They may get you money, but in the long run, it may cost you more money than you're getting initially.
Understandable and duly noted.
Okay?
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you. Councilmember Hug, you're recognized.
Yeah, what she said. I can't underscore enough how important I feel adequate security is.
Yes.
And that's going to make it or break you. And it's going to be the right people, the right amount of people. And just because somebody's your friend and your buddy doesn't necessarily mean that they are going to be the right person. So you're going to have to be really objective when you're looking at hiring security people. Are they the people that can do the job? So please pay close attention to that. The old market is an attraction for the city of Omaha.
Yes.
It's an area that I'm personally very proud of. And over the past years, because of other players, it's gotten a bad name. And I think we can turn that around with responsible business owners like you.
Thank you.
So I wish you success. I hope you are doing the things you need to do and crossing the I's and dotting the T's, like getting the training through the Liquor Commission, which I hope you already have.
Yep.
And so good luck to you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Councilmember Hug. A couple last questions for you, Ms. Shields. You're
Sure.
doing a great job.
Thanks.
Appreciate your patience again answering our questions. What we want is a safe and enjoyable business for you. We wish you the best to succeed. I hope you crush it. But again, we want it to be safe.
Yeah, maybe not that one,
That
but
was a poor
something
attempt, unintended
similar.
humor. We want you to exceed the greatest expectations of your dreams and to have a successful business for your neighbors and patrons in the Downtown Improvement District, the Omaha Neighborhood Association. It had been referenced in the past, the 415 bar, that had a lot of problems and challenges, that we are here today to work with you, hoping we avoid those. And I'm confident listening to you today that we're going to be on that path.
Absolutely.
One of the things that 415 had, if I wanted to see if you would be willing to do this, it's two things. You are asking for a Class C liquor license. That allows off-premise alcohol. Would you be willing to amend that to have it as an I license? And what an I is, just to verify, Madam Clerk, an I license is on sale premise only, correct?
Correct.
So that's what I would be asking in an amendment. That would be one of two things. Would you be willing to move it from a C to an I license?
Possibly, is that being recommended off of the reputation of 415?
That has part to do with it, yes, ma'am.
Okay. The reason I'm hesitant on that is that we're not 415. I know the owner, I know the negative stigmatization around 415, and we've quickly weave those peoples out. So I would hate for us to be having to go from a Class C to a Class I just based off of their reputation and their ownership. We are completely different.
I respectfully understand that, but again, the council members that sit on the law committee, it's Councilmember Melton, Councilmember Goodwin, myself, it was Councilmember Harding in the past. These are the things that when we approve, regardless if it's you or anybody standing here today, those are strong things. We're not punishing you for that, but it's the same location through no fault of your own, of the prior owners. But that would be the ask that I would have here today. I would support this with, if you move it from a C to an I. And the second part of that was in their business plan, due to the challenges at that location, that they close at 1 a.m. And that's the amendment that I would make as a request. Would you be willing to move it from a C to an I and closing hours be 1 a.m.?
No. 1 a.m., 2 a.m., yes. From a C to an I, that's doable. But closing at 1 a.m., that's going to hurt the business. Majority of our patrons come out to party. If we're closing at 1 a.m., they're just going to go around the corner to Billy Frogs or Eat the Worm or whatever the case may be.
And I'm here just talking today about 879.
Yeah. So going from a C to an I, that's definitely something that's doable, but closing at 1 a.m., that's detrimental to the business itself.
There's other lights on. Councilmember Festerson, you're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. President. I understand the direction you were going with that, and I know you can't make any kind of amendments, so I'm willing to do that for you. I do believe a change in hours requires the agreements of the applicants to do something like that. But it does sound like there's some agreement or some willingness to go to an I rather than a C. So to get something on the floor for now, assuming that's your wish, is to move the application amended to an I.
Second.
Thank you. Councilmember Melton, you're recognized.
Thank you. Yeah, I was going to reiterate, I'd vote no if it wasn't amended to an I.
Yeah, we
because
can amend
off
it to
sale people will buy it and then go sit outside.
Yeah.
I'm not sure you quite understand the problems that we had with the prior location. And although you're not the same owner, the same customers are probably going to be returning, and some of those customers cause quite a bit of problems. So that's what I'm trying. In all honesty, we're trying to help you.
No, understandable. C to an I is perfectly fine. It's just the 1 a.m. stipulation is detrimental to our business. If the other businesses around us are staying open until 2 a.m., they're just inquiring our customers.
I understand that. I can tell you this: if you keep this business plan, I think you're going to be in front of our law committee within months. And I have to tell you, with this location, I understand you're not 451, but you're buying them. So you're purchasing this location with the knowledge of the problems that this location had, with the knowledge of the limitations that were on that liquor license. And so
and I feel like knowing the knowledge behind that is actually beneficial to me because I know what to do and what not to do.
But if you know what to do and what not to do, what I'm telling you what not to do is your business plan.
Right.
So,
I'm not saying that the business plan can be amended. What I'm saying is that the 1 a.m. stipulation.
Okay, but what I'm saying is I don't necessarily have confidence when you tell me I know what to do and what not to do, because everything written here in front of me that you submitted, I would say about half of it is what not to do. I really liked the rideshare. You put in here that you have a partner with rideshare, but then you told Councilman Begley that you don't have a partnership.
With rideshare, we do not have. If we're contacting Uber or we're contacting Lyft, we're actually just paying that out of pocket for somebody that's inebriated.
Okay.
We don't have a legal contract in place with as far as Uber or Lyft.
Right, but that, again, we're going through your business plan, so the things I like aren't necessarily in place, and the things that I really don't like that I think are going to create problems are the things you're planning to do. So what I'm telling you is, I think what Mr. Begley is asking you to do to a 1 a.m., I understand would hurt your business plan, but I also think the other things you're doing are going to hurt your business plan as well.
Right, as far as like the drink specials and free shots, those could be amended. Those are easily things that could be amended.
Yeah, and I don't know what else, I mean, other than teddy bear glasses, it seems like there was these unique delivery options of alcohol.
Yep, so
And-
if you ever go to Vegas, like they have dry ice options, it's the presentation of it.
Okay. I'm just telling you that I'm very, very concerned, and my biggest concern is that because you haven't owned a bar before and you're stepping into one that's probably going to be extremely challenging for somebody that's owned a bar for 20 years. This location is going to be very challenging, and the things that you're, especially if you start using promoters, out-of-state promoters.
Yeah, that's not on the agenda at all.
I've seen that, and it literally has never gone well.
Yeah, we're not allowing any promoters at all. There's no need to do that. The space isn't even big enough to hire a promoter to do that.
Well, we won't hesitate if Omaha Police is getting called and taxpayer resources are being used like they were for the previous owners. We will call you in front of law committee.
No, that's
There's many
understandable.
things we
I
can
would
do.
love
We
you
can
to.
request a long form.
Yeah.
I mean, we could even ask to cancel the license later
Understandable.
if there's enough evidence of what's going on. So I'd be very careful, and if I were you, I'd go home tonight and rethink this business plan.
Understandable. Duly noted.
Thank you. Councilmember Hug, you're recognized.
Oh, I just love it when they talk about rideshare. I do have some firsthand experience with rideshare. And in my personal opinion, I want to emphasize my personal opinion, I think what you're going to find is that time of night when you need to remove a customer, you're going to struggle to get anybody to pick them up. So consider that.
Understand.
And again, I have some pretty good firsthand knowledge on that situation. And that's not a lot of business that transportation providers even want.
Right.
If they find, the first couple of times, oh yeah, we're going to go there, and they find out that, oh, we're going to pick up an intoxicated individual who's going to be a problem, and it won't be long before they say, oh yeah, we're not going there. So, but I really think there are several council members up here who are really working hard to try to help you be successful.
Yes, I appreciate that.
And having been an entrepreneur at one point in my life, I know hard to believe, one of the hardest things I had to do was to realize when somebody was trying to help me. And I think there's people up here today that are really trying to help you. Now, you can always come back and ask for your hours to be changed.
Okay.
And I would strongly ask you to consider, before you leave here today, to agree to 1 o'clock closing as you are getting your sea legs and getting some experience and building up a reputation to demonstrate that you're not going to be the problem that was perceived from the previous owners, allegedly. I think they're trying to help you. So that would be what I want you to walk out here today and I would say, Ron Hug is really trying to help me. So I'm going to ask you again to voluntarily agree to 1 hour, to 1 o'clock, closing at 1. And you can come back in 6 months, you can come back in a year, and you can say, hey, look, we've had a good track record. I want to change my hours at 2 o'clock.
That would be something I would consult with my husband on. Honestly, I understand
if we need to lay this over for a few minutes so you can contact your husband and talk to him, Councilman Begley would be more than happy to accommodate that.
Okay. Yeah, I would have a conversation with him. Honestly, it seems like the negative connotation around 415 is what we're on right now. So definitely I'll have a conversation with him in regards to that.
Okay, so if we kick this down the agenda a little bit, you'd be willing to contact your husband and talk about agreeing to the 1 p.m. closing?
I can.
Okay. 1 a.m., I'm sorry. What's wrong with 1 p.m.? Councilman Begley? Mr. President?
Councilman Hug, sorry, that was.
The applicant has agreed to reach out to her husband to see and have a dialogue about the agreement the voluntary agreement to the 1 a.m. closing, could we please move this down the agenda a little further and have her have an opportunity to consult with her husband?
Are you going to call your husband right now?
Yeah, I'll contact him and our legal counsel as well.
So, okay, Councilman Hug, let me go to Councilmember Harding.
I appreciate that you've agreed to the amendment of the license. I would not support changing the hours. So in my estimation, I'll do this. I'm going to call the question on the amendment.
Madam Clerk,
Roll call.
so this is an amendment for moving the license from C to I, is that correct?
Yes.
Correct. Thank you. Roll call. I'm sorry.
Is it out of order to ask the deference to the chair as to his preference on the amendment? Or is this is it a call to question, no more commentary? I'd be interested in
I'm
knowing
calling
what.
the question on the amendment.
Yeah, and I offered the amendment on his behalf, so I'm interested in his opinion on it.
So to answer Councilmember Fesserson, thank you for asking that because I was talking to legal counsel and I missed the conversation, but the motion you made was moving the license from a C to an I, is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
And was there any time in that?
No.
Okay, understood. So the motion is, thank you, Councilmember Fesserson. Councilmember Harding is asking for a vote on C to an I on the amendment, is that correct? Got it. Roll call.
Harding.
Yes.
Hug.
No.
Melton.
Yes.
Rowe.
Yes.
Festerson.
Yes.
Goodwin. Yes. Mr. President.
Yes.
As amended.
Motion passed 6-1.
Second.
Did you want to?
No.
So
I'm moving it as amended.
Okay.
So as amended with,
There's
just so I'm
nothing-
clear.
Mr. President.
As amended, the amendment we just passed.
Okay.
And there are no other stipulations, as amended. And I think we got a second on that.
Okay. And I had one last question for Ms. Shields.
Sure.
Do we get it on Brinkers?
I think Pete did.
So we had a motion and a second. Can I, quick question for Ms. Shields?
Yeah.
The 1 a.m., as you heard from the council, that's a issue for us. So you agreed from a C to an I and we approved that.
Perfect.
Yeah, that was the motion, and that was second.
I wanted her to make sure she.
Yeah.
The license, but nothing about
Thank
the
you.
Okay. Okay, so we got a motion and a second. Councilmember Harding, you're recognized.
I think that was just
Okay.
still on.
Councilmember Fesserson?
Thanks, Mr. President. So just for clarity, I did offer that amendment, and I did vote for that amendment. But in deference to you, since this is your district, if you prefer me not to second that amendment, I would like to know that for now. If you want to have further discussions about the hours, otherwise I'm okay moving forward.
Thank you, Councilmember Fesserson. Councilmember Hug, you're recognized.
Again, Mr. President, the applicant has agreed to go consult with her husband and the attorney on potentially voluntarily restricting the hours to 1 a.m. I'm asking that we move this down the agenda to afford her the opportunity to do that.
So we can either move this to the end. So we got to vote on this motion.
Yep.
It doesn't matter if we got a motion or second. We can still kick it
I
down
would
the
like to
agenda.
get an answer with your husband. If you can get that, I will grant you the time.
You have to dispose of what the motion.
Okay, so the motion,
I'll move my second.
okay, so I make a second to remove it. Or I can't. Okay, Brinker.
I'm not removing my motion.
Second.
Thank you.
Roll call.
Harding.
State what we're voting on.
Yeah.
This is in motion
As
to
amended.
to approve the license as amended with just amending it to that Class I. This is
Without
not
the 1
anything to
o'clock.
do with the time.
And the president's recommendation, who is in his district, is?
I would like to get an answer today on the 1 o'clock. If you can get that on the record for me. Can you grant me that now?
As far as are we
1
not allowing the
o'clock close
SPOKY
time.
to? I'm sorry, go ahead.
It would be a request on the record from you that you would close at 1 o'clock.
With all due respect, Mr. President, that's out of order.
If the amendment fails.
If the amendment fails, you can bring that up, but you're
Okay,
asking her to.
roll call. Roll call.
Harding.
Yes.
Hug.
Just for clarity, we're voting on the amendment.
This is on the license as amended, so this would approve the license.
Okay, so if we approve it, there's no need for her to go call her husband?
Correct.
Okay, no.
Melton.
Yes.
Rowe.
Yes.
Festerson.
No.
Goodwin.
No.
Mr. President.
No.
Motion failed 3-4.
So without objection, we'll move that item to later in the agenda.
Now it's
Well, it
No,
failed.
it's, the motion has failed, so we'll send the recommendation to the Liquor Control Commission.
Okay, so am I not contacting him or?
The recommendation is denial.
The recommendation is a denial, is what will go down to the Liquor Commission. But you'll have there will be a transcript of what transpired here too that you can have with you. So.
Okay, thank you.
Which one are we doing now? 11. Let's see. 12. 12, right? Yeah. Councilmember Gooden, you want to go to 12 now? Okay.
Do you want me to read? I'll read item 12 again. Item 12 is to consider a Class C liquor license for Dreamland Lounge located at 3927 Ames Avenue. A's Communication in opposition.
Public hearing is now open on item number 12. Again.
David Steyer for applicant, 8111 South 107th Street, La Vista. So Councilwoman Goodwin, yeah, I spoke with them, more than happy to move down to an I. So Monday through Thursday, closing at midnight rather than 2, if that would work. They'd like to keep the normal bar 2 o'clock for the area for Friday, Saturday evenings. And then I did discuss with them why the 11 o'clock. What it boils down to is because the bar cohabitates a building with the restaurant, there may be occasions where they want to have a brunch service or a lunch service, something like that, in cooperation with the currently existing restaurant. So that is the reason for the 11 o'clock. So I just wanted to put that there and see if you had any thoughts, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. So we appreciate you going back to the owner to get clarity on, one, the hours. And so I believe for the record, Eliza, I'll just wait for our help here. Madam Clerk, no problem. So for the record, I believe we need to state the amended hours, or can you guide us through this process, please?
So again, you don't have to make a motion to amend the hours. They just have to agree to it on the record is what we've done.
Okay. So on the record, just if you could repeat the hours that you're agreeing to, please.
So if we include the potential for brunch service or lunch service, it would be 11 to midnight, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday. Sorry, I forgot Sunday there. And then Friday and Saturday, the 11 a.m. for the potential brunch or lunch service, but just a normal bar 2 a.m. Friday, Saturday hours. That would be what they envision, and then we would also voluntarily agree to the Class I.
And I really appreciate that you're willing to take these steps. As you can see, we spent quite a bit of time today really ensuring that safety is the number one factor as we provide opportunities for new businesses. Again, I'm excited to see an entity that serves food along that corridor and to expand the offerings there in North Omaha, specifically on Ames Avenue. And so I appreciate your willingness to do this, and I would accept these hours and the recommendation for Class I. So do I need to now motion for amendment for Class I? So I'd like to motion for item number 12 to amend to a Class I liquor license.
Got a motion and a second. Roll call.
Harding.
Yes.
Hug.
Yes.
Melton. Rowe.
Yes.
Festerson.
Yes.
Goodwin.
Yes.
Mr. President.
Aye.
Motion passed 7-0.
Thank you very much. And so we need to motion as amendments. I would like to motion item number 12 as amended.
Got a motion and a second. Roll call.
Harding.
Yes.
Hug.
Yes.
Melton. Rowe. Festerson. Goodwin.
Yes.
Mr. President.
Aye.
Motion passed 7-0.
Thank you very much. We wish you a lot of success.
Oh, they're great guys. I appreciate it, and sorry it took me a minute to get
No
that
worries.
phone call. Thank you.
Have a
very
great
much.
day.
You guys have a great day.
Item 14, a resolution to approve the preliminary plat for the Preserve Second Edition located southwest of 222nd and I Streets with waivers as listed on the agenda. Planning Board and Planning Department recommend approval.
Public hearing is open now on item number 14. Is the applicant here today?
Good afternoon, Mr. President, council members. Jim Bouger, 10250 Regency Circle, here on behalf of the applicant. Happy to answer any questions.
Thank you. Are there any proponents here today? Seeing none, are there any opponents? Public hearing is closed. Got a motion and a second. Roll call.
Harding. Hug. Melton. Rowe. Festerson. Goodwin. Mr. President.
Aye.
Motion passed 7-0. Items 15 through and 16 can be considered together for Bennington Industrial located southwest of Bennington Road and Blair High Road. Planning Board and Planning Department recommend approval. Item 15, a resolution to approve the preliminary plat. Item 16, a resolution to approve a waiver to the present development zone boundary of the urban development element of the city's master plan for this property.
The public hearing is now open on items 15 and 16. The applicant, good afternoon.
Melvin Sudbeck, 16255, representing VGM2, here for any questions.
Thank you. Are there any proponents here? Items 15 and 16.
Josh Seal, 3930 South 147th Street, with Fully Shawled Engineering, here to answer any technical questions.
Thank you. Are there any other proponents here? Seeing none, are there any opponents? Public hearing is closed. Motion is second. Roll call.
Harding. Hug. Melton. Rowe. Festerson. Goodwin. Mr. President.
Aye.
Motion passed 7-0. Items 17 through 20 can be considered together for West Dodge Hills Replat 4, located southwest of 180th Street and West Dodge Road. Planning Board and Planning Department recommend approval. Item 17, an ordinance to rescind the ACI overlay district. Item 18, an ordinance to approve a major amendment to the West Dodge Hills Mixed-Use District Development Agreement. Items 19 and 20, resolutions to approve the preliminary plat and final plat.
I'll open the public hearing on items 17 through 20. Applicants, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Council. Bob Stratton, Broadmoor, 809 North 96th Street, Omaha, Nebraska.
Thank you. Any?
Joe Dutlows, 10836 Old Mill Road.
Thanks, Joe. Any other proponents here today? Seeing none, are there any opponents? Public hearing is closed. Motion and a second. Roll call.
Harding. Hug. Melton. Rowe. Festerson. Goodwin. Mr. President.
Aye.
Motion passed 7-0.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Items 21 through 25 can be considered together for Calarosa Replat 1, located southeast of 213th Street and Kansas Avenue. Planning Board and Planning Department recommend approval. Items 21 through 23, ordinances to rezone this property from DR District, R4 District, and R5 District to DR District, R4 District, and R5 District. Item 24, a resolution to approve the final plat. Item 25, a resolution to approve the subdivision agreement.
The public hearing is now open on items 21 through 25. Applicant?
Kyle Vole with the Consulting Group, 10909 Mill Valley Road, here on behalf of the applicant, here for questions today. Ask for your approval.
Thank you. Are there any proponents here today? Seeing none, are there any opponents? Public hearing is closed. Motion is second. Roll call.
Harding. Hug. Melton. Rowe. Festerson. Goodwin. Mr. President.
Aye.
Motion passed 7-0. Items 26 through 29 can be considered together for Pravada, located southwest of 204th Street and West Center Road. Planning Board and Planning Department recommend approval. Item 26, an ordinance to rezone this property from AG District to MU District. Item 27, an ordinance to approve a major amendment to the Pravada Mixed-Use District Development Agreement. Item 28, a resolution to approve the final plat. Item 29, a resolution to approve the subdivision agreement.
Public hearing is now open on items 26 through 29. Good afternoon.
Kyle Vole with the Consulting Group, 10909 Mill Valley Road, here on behalf of the applicant. Also here is Jim Bouger, the attorney for the project. Happy to answer questions and ask for your approval.
Thank you. Is there any proponents here today? Seeing none, are there any opponents? Public hearing is closed. Motion is second. Roll call.
Harding. Hug. Melton. Rowe. Festerson. Goodwin. Mr. President.
Aye.
Motion passed 7-0. Item 30, an ordinance to approve a PUR overlay district located at 2220 North 25th Street. Planning Board and Planning Department recommend approval.
Public hearing is now open on item 30. Applicants, good afternoon.
Hello, Bridget Law Franklin, 905 South 130th Street, Omaha 68154.
Thank you. Are there any other proponents here today? Item 30, please come up. Name and address, please.
Certainly. My name is Barbara Ingram, address 7517 North 88th Avenue. I'm the designer for the project.
Thank you. Are there any other proponents here on item 30? Seeing none, are there any opponents? Public hearing is closed. Councilmember Goodwin, you're recognized.
President, Ms. Franklin, how are you today?
I'm good, thank you.
Great. Can you tell us a little bit about this project, please?
Yes, so, and this kind of goes back a number of years, but I'm the managing partner for an investment group that I started about 6 years ago, and our plan was to buy back the block, which is the name of our investment club, BBTB. And so the main reason that I wanted to look at areas, underdeveloped areas where people that want to live and work and thrive in their communities could get affordable housing. So I spent a lot of time with my daughter, who was at one time over 75 North. So I watched her as she went through her job to revitalize that area. And so that was one of the things that encouraged me to want to develop this project in North Omaha.
Thank you. And so these are off of North 25th Street, correct? And how many units will it provide?
2.
Right. And they are affordable, meaning are they low income?
Low income, affordable housing, yes.
Awesome. And so what will those rents be?
Between $1,100, $1,200 a month for a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom.
And when do you plan, what's the timeline on this project?
This project, there's no timeline. We probably won't start developing until maybe late 26, 27.
Okay, so it's a pretty fluid timeline right now. Well, great. Well, thank you for that information. Wish you the best of luck on this project and for investing in District 2. I motion to approve.
Got a motion and a second. Roll call.
Thank you.
Harding.
Yes.
Hug. Melton. Rowe. Festerson.
Yes.
Goodwin.
Yes.
Mr. President.
Aye.
Motion passed 7-0.
Thank you so much.
Item 31, a resolution to approve the Conestoga Collection Tax Increment Financing Redevelopment Project Plan located southeast of 26th and Corby Streets in an amount up to $226,299.
Public hearing is now open on item 31. Mr. Seaton, good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon. Don Seaton, City Planning. This project is a residential infill development project in North Omaha on a site located at Florence and Lake Street. There'll be 4 new residential for-sale units constructed. These will be 3-bedroom, 3-bath units. They're going to be partially subsidized with a forgivable Spark loan from Spark. And they'll be sold to income-qualified home buyers at 60 to 120% of the area median income. The developer is the Mensch Group, LLC, which is managed by Philip McLean. He's done a couple of these Spark projects previously. Total investment in this part of North Omaha is $1.7 million. The TIF support requested is $226,299. Project meets the required criteria for our TIF program. It's an appropriate land use for the area. It's good to see the infill redevelopment, and it complies with our city's master plan. We ask for your approval.
Thank you. Are there any proponents here on item 31?
Thank you, Mr. President, council members. Bob Griffith, 11440 West Center Road, here on behalf of the applicant, Mensch Group, and Phil McLean. Mr. McLean is here as well. We're happy to answer your questions. I believe you're familiar with Mr. McLean. He's done a couple similar projects, as Don mentioned, very successfully. Just want to give you an idea of kind of the visual. Very attractive infill development. Again, income restricted. So with that, happy to answer any questions. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any other proponents?
Phil McLean with the Mensch Group. I'm the developer on the project, here to answer any questions that anybody might have.
Thank you. Are there any other proponents on item 31? Seeing none, are there any opponents? Public hearing is closed. Councilmember Goodwin, you're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. McLean, just have a few questions for you. How you doing today?
How you doing?
A few questions. You use that term income restricted, and I know you talked about the area median income. Can you just explain a little bit about that for people who may not fully understand the terminology you're using there?
So for the funding that we're using Spark Middle Income Workforce Housing Fund.
Okay.
And it is set for families within that 60 to 120% AMI of the area median income. So that's what we talk about. It's not really income restricted, but that's the goal, to reach that 60 to 120 AMI in the area median income.
Right, so it still would be considered affordable, correct?
Yep.
And tell me a little bit about the design here.
I wanted to do something different. I felt like there's a lot of development happening around Omaha and specifically in North Omaha, but I felt like we needed some variety in the housing stock, see some different looks, and I think we needed a more modern look to some of the housing in North Omaha too, as the areas continue to grow. And this specific location is 19th and Lake, which is in that Lake Street corridor between 16th and I would say all the way up to 30th, which is like a heavily trafficked area. So I wanted to design something that was affordable but also attainable, and it would look good, and people would want to know who developed it, but also wanted to live there. So with our design, we did something a little custom, and then on the backside, we put some rooftop patios on the back so you can be able to see downtown from there and kind of get a feel of just taking in the whole city from North Omaha. So yeah.
That's great. So it's 4 more units to the housing stock in Omaha, and we need every last one of them. Appreciate your willingness to invest in District 2. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Motion to approve.
Got a motion and a second. Roll call.
Harding.
Yes.
Hug. Melton. Rowe. Festerson. Goodwin.
Yes.
Mr. President.
Aye.
Motion passed 7-0. Consent agenda. Any member of the City Council may cause any item placed on the consent agenda to be removed. Items removed from the consent agenda shall be taken up by the City Council immediately following the consent agenda in the order in which they were removed, unless otherwise provided by the City Council Rules of Order.
The public hearing on agenda items 32 through 40 were held on December 9, 2025. Got a motion and a second. Roll call.
Harding.
Yes.
Hug. Melton. Rowe. Festerson. Goodwin. Mr. President.
Aye.
Motion passed 7-0.
The public hearing on agenda items 41 through 67 are today. If you wish to address the City Council regarding these items, please come down to the microphone, indicate the agenda item you wish to address, identify yourself with your name, address, who you represent, and if you are a proponent or opponent. Public hearing is now open. Are there any proponents?
Good afternoon, Austin Rouser with the Public Works Department. I am a proponent of number 53, which is our 2026 update to our standard specifications for public works construction. I think most of you were here in 24 when we had our last major update of our standard specifications. We had a big focus in that, although we come through the entire specification, we focus primarily on our paving materials and our concrete mixes. And for that effort in 2024, we had a committee that was formed that was filled with representatives from the industry, contractors, engineering consultants, city staff, representatives from the industry, from the ready-mix suppliers, the concrete and aggregate producers, and also the cement suppliers, where we really went over those specifications, tried to improve a lot of things with our specs. Namely, we had problems with alkali silica reactions. So that 2024 spec, we came to a place where we feel like we have a much better specification than the prior 2014 specification, which was the last update before. And so that group we kept that group intact. They're still operating. We've had meetings since 2024. We continue to take public comment on our specifications. We have an open link on our website where any engineers, contractors can provide that feedback. We continue to meet with those groups, and also before we provide a recommendation for a new specification, we put out a 30-day comment period where, we specifically solicit comments on the specifications to the public, to the industry, to make sure that we're getting all of the best practices back and represented in our specifications. So what we had told you in 24 when we did the last big update was that we intended to put our specifications on a 2-year cycle for review and update. And what's before you today is our 2026, which would be our next amendment from that. And we intend to keep that 2-year cycle intact just to make sure that we're following industry standards, following a practice of continuous improvement, and getting all the feedback that we can from our consultant community and our contracting community. There's a letter in your packet that summarizes the changes. Most of them are fairly minor. I think the most major updates to the 2026 specifications are with regards to some sewer specifications and some antimicrobial additives to concrete in those areas where we have high sulfate attack in those corrosive sewer environments. So we've gone through a lot of education. We've done some outreach with some suppliers and some vendors and made some changes there. So happy with our new spec. We're looking forward to putting out better products year in and year out, and working with the community to help us to get to the best possible outcomes. So with that, I'm happy to answer any questions you might have.
Thank you. Are there any other proponents here today? Seeing none, are there any opponents? Public hearing is closed.
Motion approved. Passes 41 through 67.
Got a motion and a second. Roll call.
Harding.
Yes.
Hug. Melton. Rowe. Festerson. Goodwin. Mr. President.
Aye.
Motion passed 7-0. Item 68, an ordinance to accept the bids from Alexander Lawn and Landscape, Garrett's Lawn Service, and Nebraska's Best Lawn and Landscape for grounds maintenance for rights-of-way.
Public hearing is now open on item 68. Are there any proponents? Seeing none, are there any opponents? Public hearing is closed.
Item 69, an ordinance to approve Amendment Number 1 to the Professional Services Agreement with Lamp Rainierson, Inc. for Utility Coordinator for the City of Omaha.
Public hearing is now open on item 69. Are there any proponents? Seeing none, are there any opponents? Public hearing is closed.
Item 70, an ordinance to acquire private property for the construction of North 30th Street retaining wall repairs project.
I'll open the public hearing on item number 70. Are there any proponents? Seeing none, are there any opponents? Public hearing is closed.
Item 71, an ordinance to approve the Chambers Court Tax Increment Financing Redevelopment Agreement.
Open the public hearing now on item 71. Mr. Seaton, good afternoon.
Good
again.
afternoon, Don Seaton, City Planning, and I'm just here available for any questions you may have.
Thank you. Are there any other proponents?
Thank you, Mr. President, council members. Bob Griffith, 11440 Western Road, here on behalf of the applicant. Again, this is the agreement. The plan was approved prior, so here with any questions you may have.
Thank you. Are there any other proponents? Seeing none, are there any opponents? Public hearing is closed.
Item 72, an ordinance to accept the bid award of Rick Foss Tennis Instruction to provide tennis instruction services at the city's tennis facilities.
Public hearing is now open on item number 72. Are there any proponents? Seeing none, are there any opponents? Public hearing is closed.
Item 73, an ordinance to approve an Infor Global Professional Services Public Sector Work Order Form to migrate to multi-tenant global HR and payroll at a cost of $1,105,880.
Public hearing is now open on item 73. Are there any proponents? Yeah, on Zoom there. Okay. Go to Zoom first. Or? Go ahead, Deb.
Good afternoon, Deb Zander from City Human Resources. This is our HRIS system, and it's kind of twofold. The first thing is to extend our license. Our licenses do expire. We had a 10-year contract and agreement with Infor. It expires in September of it started in 2016. It will expire next year, September of 2026. This is to extend our leases. We have a 0% uplift for the next 3 years. So what we're paying today is what we'll be paying for the next 3 years, and then a 4% uplift after that. The other part is the switch from a single tenant environment to a multi-tenant environment. And we will be working on that project next year. We worked with .com and Infor and the mayor's office. Bobby Wernley can give you some additional information, as well as the gentlemen from Infor that are on Zoom.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, Bobby Wernley, City IT Coordinator, Mayor's Office. Just here to answer any questions you might have. And as Deb said, we've got a couple of Info representatives if you need them as well.
Thank you. Are there any other proponents who wish to speak? Either Mr. Sims or Mr. Glazer?
Not at this point. Just here to answer questions. Thank
Okay,
you.
thank you. Are there any opponents on item 74? Public hearing is closed.
Item 74, an ordinance to amend Chapter 24, Article 4, and Chapter 43, Article 1, Division 7 of the Omaha Municipal Code pertaining to technology and training fees.
That was 73 that I just closed, sorry. So item 74, the public hearing is now open. Ms. Baz-Poyazny?
Anna Bespoyazny, Planning Department, here to answer any questions you might have.
You were impressed. I was pretty close on that.
That was very good.
Thank you. Any other proponents on item 74? Seeing none, are there any opponents? Public hearing is closed.
Item 75, an ordinance to approve an agreement with Stryker Sales LLC for the purchase of EMS equipment.
Public hearing is now open on item 75. Good afternoon.
Eric Maurer, Omaha Fire Department, 1516 Jackson. I'm here to just answer any questions you guys may have.
Thank you. Are there any other proponents? Seeing none, are there any opponents? Public hearing is closed.
Item 76, an ordinance to approve an agreement with Central Square Technologies LLC to provide billing and collection services for fire alarm services.
Public hearing is now open for items 76. Proponent. And what high school did you go to when you introduced yourself?
Omaha Cathedral High School.
Thank you.
Current employee of the Omaha Fire Department, Battalion Chief Kurt Tyler, 1516 Jackson.
Thank you.
Here to answer any questions you may have.
That was from my Central High colleagues on the council. Cathedral's still alive and kicking, so. Are there any other proponents on item 76? Seeing none, are there any opponents? Public hearing is closed.
One public hearing can be held for items 77 and 78. Item 77, an ordinance to establish a hotel occupation tax reinvestment program. Item 78, an ordinance to amend Omaha Municipal Code, Section 19-706, entitled Use of Revenue.
The public hearing is now open on items 77 and 78. Proponents.
Good afternoon. Thank you, council members. Marco Floriani, Mayor's Office, here in support, and thank you for the consideration for this new program, the Hotel Occupation Tax Reinvestment Program. This is a proactive attempt to add a tool to our toolbox in economic development, specifically addressing gaps in the development of the upper upscale and luxury hotels in our urban core. This program would not create any new taxes. It would utilize an existing revenue or new revenue that would be generated as part of a new hotel. So it's a program that's the private developer is really betting on themselves. Nothing is handed out unless, or excuse me, no funds are distributed unless the hotel is developed. So happy to answer any questions. There's also a workforce program in development where funds would be also utilized to help workforce across the entire city in restaurants, food and beverage, and hospitality.
Thank you. Are there any other proponents? Seeing none, are there any opponents? Public hearing is closed. Councilmember Goodwin, you're recognized.
President, just a few questions about the workforce piece of this. Definitely excited for a new economic development tool. We talked about partnerships in our pre-council meeting. Can you tell us a little bit about what you're exploring?
Yeah, we're speaking with restaurant owners right now and chefs, as well as Metro Community College and their Culinary Institute. We envision them as a primary partner in this, and they've expressed interest in creating new programming that could relate to this future workforce development program. So it could be the example I used at pre-council, which is if you are working at a restaurant today, and let's say you're washing dishes but are interested in getting in the kitchen, this program could offset costs or completely pay for courses at Metro, maybe related to the kitchen, knife skills, technical skills. See restaurant skills as skills for life. We have over 40,000 people working in that industry in Omaha. So it's a great opportunity.
Yeah, this is important. I have a daughter who is works in the restaurant industry, and sometimes it's difficult to find the time to upskill. Will this include management or pathways in that way as well?
Yeah. It will. We'll explore all pathways, and we're working on the development of this program currently. But what's going to be a requirement for funding in this reinvestment program would be this 2.5% of a total award would go towards this workforce development fund. It could be for professional pathways, management, expansion, to a very introductory level into the industry.
Yeah, I think it's important that you're building that ecosystem of tourism with economic development while investing not just in the new builds, but then also the people that keep that engine going. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Non-action items, items 79 through 99, do not require public hearing or city council consideration at this meeting, but will be placed on a future agenda for public hearing and/or vote. The reason for non-action is noted after the item on the agenda, as well as the date the item is expected to appear on an agenda for consideration.
Motion and second. Roll call.
Harding. Hug. Melton. Rowe. Festerson. Goodwin.
Yes.
Mr. President.
Aye.
Motion passed 7-0. Meeting is adjourned at 4:05.